Hello everyone. How's everyone feeling for this second day? Is there anything else coming out today? No, right? Let me double check the banners. The next thing is the Legend race. I don't think that's today. Let me finish up this parent run before I cap out on TP. Let's see here. I'll try to max out it. So I don't think I'm hitting 1100 power. How much wit do I need? Like 100? I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, well, it's definitely not possible now. But I would like tail held high. Did I prune adept? Yes. See if I can't get tail held high here. Off this hint. Ah. Unfortunate. I think I have to bring King Halo back in. I was running the 70% deck since like I have a lot of good white sparks. And like I hit mostly everything I want except Boomastan. So I think I need to replace like Nishino Flower with King Halo. Ah, that's unfortunate. I'll just use this speed training to get SP. Should hit double S here. I think off of just the stats, like not even considering the skills I have. It should be double S. Yeah, I'll probably replace one of these with King Halo. I think my best parents are Pace Chasers. I just don't play Pace Chasers because the role sucks outside of Christmas Ogre. Alright, let's see here. Right-handed. I'm gonna grab standard to see if I can try to hit that for Ricky. Buy home stretch haste. Hesitant pace, sure. Let's just double circle these. I bought mostly everything. I guess Hydrate wouldn't hurt to get hinted. Oh, that's a super cheap Radiant Star, 260. Kind of want to double circle right-handed instead. But I don't think I can afford it. I guess I could drop Hesitant Pace. I don't know why I'm buying that. Let's just buy this, whatever. If I apologize to Haro. Well, she got her 10 runs in yesterday. Unlucky. I just been like I have so many white sparks in my legacies now that like they just start spamming it. Alright, I think I need to put King Halo back into this deck since like I can't get Umastan very effectively. Kind of sucks. Like having the fallback of all the skills that I can. I mean, like all it does really is I lose out on the ability to double circle stuff. It's not the end of the world. I'll just drop Nishino Flower for it. Where is she? King Halo has what, 0? She has 0 race bonus, right? Maybe I drop both of them. I could run like CB Wit and then borrow King Halo, and that's 50%. It's probably just better to drop the like you for the Wit version. Am I blind? Where is Marvelous Sunday? What? Tachyon. Oh, there she is. Digital's really weird because you have to finish her chain event. I used it for a bit, but it just felt terrible because you had to finish her chain event. At least King Halo gives it on. Actually, I don't think I have it digital. Like King Halo at least gives it on the first one. Digital, like if you just you just have to finish the chain event, which is kind of rough to do. But it is a better card. At least it's 5% race bonus. I don't even know what my borrow slot would be then. I guess Muteki, and then I just borrow Muteki. Wait, no. Because it's 10, 20, 30. 40, 45. I would have to run the power version and then borrow Muteki. I don't know if I can hit double S with this deck. 3 power, 2 speed. It's probably doable. My motion's kind of strong. Yeah, I'd probably do something like this and then borrow Muteki instead. And try to hit, like, ramp up tail held high from both of them. Unfortunate. Let me queue up a run, though. I need to figure out what to do with my borrows as well. I was looking at the if there was any restraint parents, and there's like 2 6-1s. I mean, this one's okay, I guess, but like they just don't have that many skills outside of restraint. Maybe I'm greeting by looking for 6. I didn't add any more. But I'm barely parenting. I can't be mad that day 2 there isn't a full restraint legacy done yet. Like I just want it for looping, so it's like I don't really care about the blue-red combo. Where's Teo? Alright, so it's this, borrow this, and or not borrow, use this, and then where is my Maru? Yeah, this is like the skill legacy tree I've been using, essentially for looping. This person's Grass Wonder is crazy. And then let's go ahead and borrow. Where is she? Muteki. Ah, I just rolled past it. There it is. Yeah, so I think this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, and then 50. Yeah, this will probably just be the better deck. I think if I max out speed power and have like 600s in the other 3, it should be fine. It just sucks losing the 20% race bonus in a parent deck. There's just no other way to source Uma stand for me. I don't have enough sparks for it to be consistent enough. Or at least like, at a consistency that I would be happy with. I'm starting to think maybe I should just get rid of these old aces. They're clogging up the bottom. But it's nice looking back on it. I don't think I saved my CM. I think I deleted both my CM1 Umas. Back in the day when 389 wit was the best you could do. Holy overstam. Is that really the ace I used? This one looks like my Derby gold ship. I must have... I wonder what the other ace I was running with gold chip was. I cannot remember. Was it Ogre? Just gotta wait. Yeah, I don't think anything's coming out today or tomorrow, right? Sunday, we get the Legend Race. We get the Legend Race on day 4 with the CM. Maybe I put in one pull to see if I can do my own restraint farming. Restraint's rough. You can't get it in Mant. You have to do Unity for it, at least until you get all of them, and you can slot it back in. Or you can try to hit it off of parents to get put into the in order to run Mant. Oh well. Going back into parenting is a little bit of breath of fresh air. I don't think I'm going to be putting too much effort into my aces for the CM. I'm going to clock in a Christmas Ogre, which I haven't ran in a while. What was it? This was my last Christmas Ogre. My T-Pulse Christmas Ogre. I have enough carrots to pull 200 and then pull Tachyon 400 times. Oh, for sweep? No, I don't think so. I think I have like 700 pulls by the time we get to Tachyon. But I'm gonna pull for Ricky anyways. Actually, technically yes, because I forgot about my tickets here. I could technically go to like full pity on something and then... but I'm not gonna pull for sweep. It's not worth it. I just have to hope that somebody out there is mad enough to finish a whole legacy. Not gonna run gold chip. Oh well, running Kishi Amazon. I need to get rid of this gold chip crutch that's on my account. I think she has 5 titles. I have what, 10 here? I think I only lost 3, right? I lost the 3 miles. Yeah. I'm so sad that I lost the dirt. At least, like, if I lost to a front runner, I would have felt a lot better. Losing to a Team Child's Taiki is disgusting. I guess it's not really doing much. Like, all I'm really doing is switching my winner from gold chip to Ogre. Since I'm still planning on running Christmas Ogre. Can't believe I forgot. This pains me. I forgot the 4 of these stories. How many carrots is that? 320 carrots. I should just watch all the ones I have, so whenever there's a new, I actually click into it. I'm just too lazy sometimes to finish stories. Let's go into the race. 20 more seconds. Ended off yesterday with a 80% win rate. I think I lost more to S pluses than like a UG or even an SS plus. I lost against like 3. Oh, okay, I lost 4 total. I lost 1 to a UG and the other 3 were to like Team Trial Umas, which was unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and just enter so it doesn't look like I'm trying to dodge queue. Alright, let me claim my tickets. I wonder if you can get ghosts from day 1, since it's still the same round. Probably not. all the talk of Suzuki and I just ended up running Smaru. Smaru would be better if I ran her as like an not an actual front, but like built Smaru as the blocker. It's just way too hard to skip the... it's like way too hard to block from Unity. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is the type of lobby I'm trying to dodge, right? Maybe I should be queuing at Jobber hours. This is a scary lobby. I don't even know if I had an A+ yesterday. Where's Gold Ship? I'm putting it all into potential woman. Taishin will be my best ace. I don't lose to an A+ Saiyan Sky. I don't know if we need to watch this. Let me just speed it up. I wonder if they even have max speed. Ogre, you do not need to hit Corner Connoisseur here. Why did my Ogre hit, like, an extremely good Corner Connoisseur in this lobby? Wow, that is... it had max speed. It almost had max speed. Yeah, maybe... 24 races, wow. Maybe I queued too early and I queued into bot lobbies. You think my Mara needs lone? Yeah, I need to disable these Taishin's lone wolves. They're scary. Wow. Wait, I'm genuinely confused. I thought this was supposed to be a more competitive timing. I literally did not encounter these types of lobbies yesterday at like the so-called jobber hours. There's not a single SS. Okay, I think Ogre has Chasen Shear. I say this every CM. Wait, am I gonna lose? Did I miss Encroaching Shadow? Or am I just getting dual slopped? Did I miss Encroaching Shadow? I just lost to an S+ Yoshino Flower. And a right-handed, left-handed Maruzensky. I'm telling you guys. The UGs aren't the issue, it's these S+. Did I just get like paced down into missing Encroaching Shadow? Okay, at least this person has UGs. UG Mile. Kinda fake. Wow, I'm actually like... Scary. There's some scary jobbers out there. Why is there a Saiyan Sky in 5th place? Is this some tech that I'm... that I don't know? There's a really big lead, and it sucks because the other player was so weak that... and that I activated a straightaway skill, which caused me to disable Trust and Shear. Maybe I should have gone Let's Pump Some Iron. Not that it would help, because I don't think even lobbies like this, I'm gonna blow past 6th place. Yeah, this is a really big lead, and like I can't duel each. Wow, another perfect Corner Connoisseur proc. Is that even enough? This is a really big lead without a duel to cover. Yeah, no duel might not be enough. Oh my. Yeah, like pump doesn't even help me here. There's just four dead weights in the back, or actually 5. So you can consider this Saiyan Sky back here too. Like I wouldn't even gotten Let's Pump Some Iron. I needed Budding Blossoms, I guess. Like this one's not even that well built. I have a right-handed Tokyo Bourbon. Like, I just had no one to duel. Staying first, that's Marzensky held on to 2nd place really well. It's like I couldn't choose it as a dual target. It just sucks because like when there's just so many jobbers in the lobby, wow, it's like half jobber. But with the jobbers in the lobby, like I have to go around them, so like I will for sure swing out. And it's like impossible for my own end closers to duel each other. Like it's so rare to try to get your end closers to be next to each other. Hopefully with more pace chasers this time around, I won't lose my only Excel. But it's like, the only thing would be I should have gotten Budding Blossom instead of like Nemesis or T-Pulse. I think that's more effective than getting Let's Pump Some Iron. Now this one's a solo front, so shouldn't be able to generate that big of a lead, but a pace chaser could always end up dueling the front, and I can lose the lead. Okay, I think we should be fine. I don't think they can duel without me being there. If you guys are gonna duel, please include me. Please include me in your duel. We're not dueling. Are we too far? Oh, I got a duel at the finish, like 50 meters before the finish line. That's awkward. I'm pretty sure these were fake too. Mile A. Oh, this one had Mile S and 1026 stam. With corner recovery, Cacao. Super lucky 7. It'd be very embarrassing to go 2-3 this ticket. I mean, it's already embarrassing that I lost twice on the first ticket against S pluses. Nothing too crazy yet. It looks like it's another somewhat. Looks like they've only built this Saiyan Sky. Okay, this ogre has my LS. That's not that bad. And End Closer. End Closer with Plancha is interesting. That's a build. Let's see, how much of a lead... Wow, maybe it wasn't a runaway? They still generated a fairly decent lead. Yeah, I think I should have Button Blossoms. I just didn't want to do the Nishino Flower. I did like 10 runs with Nishino Flower, and I didn't hit a parent. I didn't want to do anymore. Okay, at least the gap isn't that big this time around. Against the UGs, the gap is a little too big. But I'm pretty close to the Saiyans guy. A Boxing took first? I guess that makes sense. Alright, mid-race. Boxing does technically have mid-race. Yeah. The final thing, yeah, that needs to happen is I need to lose to a Unity runaway. I'm gonna lose to this Boxing. You have got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm losing this Boxing, right? Okay. That looked a lot farther than I thought it was. I just didn't. I'm so scared just losing to like any jobber now. She held up to that lead pretty well. Firm Course Menace, Double Circle Spring Runner. Solo Ace. I wonder what their Solo Ace's win rate is. 40%. Honestly, not that bad. Yeah, their Enogre's fine. Another 3 out of 5. Wow. An insane amount of weak lobbies. Dang, these races are so short. Got through that first one in like 15 minutes. Hey, the words there are I almost lost a long Boxing. I did not lose to long Boxing. Another Boxing. And I think CM start is more jobber. Is more jobber the right way to say that? Like, this is actually just a consistent full lobbies of S pluses. The thing is, like, I just don't know if I win these without Trust and Cheer. I better not get paced down. Without Trust and Cheer, like, I cannot get paced down here. I think my Ogre is fine, but she only has Spurt as her acceleration. Like, is that enough? Oh, the other Ogre in front of me hit the corner. Another corner connoisseur. Never mind. Never mind. I just gotta believe in Ogre. Holy blockage! Look at my Taishin! That is correct. This Boxing. Did my Taishin lose to that Boxing? Oh, it did. That is funny. Wow, another corner connoisseur scam. That one wasn't like perfect, But I still got like a second of Corner Connoisseur, which is as much value as Straight Away Spurt. Yeah, it was just a 3-man hit on my Taishin. Maybe she is potential Uma. I wonder, because I feel like Ogre's been winning a lot of these now. I have an S. Oh wow, 6 frontliners. I have an SS plus here. Oh, we have I don't know, both rooms are SS plus. Oh. You bought Hesitant Late Surger, but not Speed Eater? Can you miss Speed Eater on Bourbon? I thought it was in one of her events. That's like her costume event. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was like a game. Yeah, it's a forced event, right? Like it's a forced costume event. Interesting. I feel like Speed Eater is just so busted. There's no way, what is it, like 25 stats is worth over the hint on Speed Eater. Okay, it is unfortunate, but I do think my Ogre is cooked back here. Especially if you proc Corner Connoisseur like that. Can I really not Nemesis off the back with this Nishino Flower? Is she too far? Oh no, never mind. We just weren't on the corner. I was gonna say, like, I should hit a Nemesis off this Nishino Flower. Oh, it's staying Sky in first. Ooh, you gotta run around these people, Taishin. Okay, now hit a duel. Now hit a duel. Hit a duel. At the 200 meter mark, is that enough with T-Pulse? Yeah, just barely. Kinda needed to hit the duel off of the Nishino Flower. I'm surprised the Nishino Flower got Budding Blossoms off in this type of lobby. I thought 6 fronts was just death for her. But she was able to squeeze through. I mean, this lobby was a little bit more competitive. Like, I don't think it was like room matched here. I mean, like, they were okay. I just don't know why you wouldn't get Speed Eater on Bourbon. I don't know why they have so much hesitant, like, they have so much hate, late surger hate. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, their Umas weren't that bad. Easier to beat them than a S plus Ogre with Corner Connoisseur. And we're back to a full S plus lobby. Oh, I'm gonna get scammed. I'm gonna get scammed. No. Can we improve an Uma's cone of vision with a status skill? Does that affect on how they choose their routing? I don't think so. I think FOV only improves the FOV's skills. I don't think FOV is in consideration when they decide on what lane to shift to. But alright, really good positioning for my Umas. I mean, it's a full S plus lobby. I missed Encroaching Shadow. I missed Encroaching Shadow and we didn't enter a duel. Wow. If these were actually built Umas, I think I would have lost this. But I think T-Pulse is enough. Yeah, I'm gapping. I mean, I only have like, what, a 90% chance to hit Encroaching Shadow. Yeah, usually, like, I think it's called target lane, is what the mechanic's called. But like, it only gets updated if you are, like, blocked on the side, or if you're blocked, or if you're trying to overtake someone in front of you. And I don't think FOV is in consideration for the candidates of the lanes it chooses. Another full S+ lobby. I'm so confused. Not enough front runners. I think I'm gonna hit. As long as my Taishin doesn't drop back down, so my Ogre slots shots and cheer should be fine. Taishin can kind of live off of just Encroaching Shadow, if she can enter the duel. I just can't lose my Ogre's positioning, or my Ogre's skill as well. Okay, hopefully that Taishin had trust and cheer. Falcon needs to be top 30, right, for her skill to work. Okay. Lane 1 is good. Really good skill procs from my Ogre, actually. My Ogre might have this. That was some really good carryover. Yeah, I think my Ogre has this. I think I hit 2 corner skills for speed carryover. Alright. Like, this should be what's happening in an S+ lobby. But, what do I know? Just gotta gamble harder with Ogre. Gotta hit the corner connoisseur. I hope I lose to a end Ogre with corner connoisseur Radiant Star. Double bad mid in a fairly low lobby. 10-16 speed. Are they about equal? This is our last race, right? I'll check after this. So what are our numbers right now? Like 27-33. And it is round 1. I can't be too harsh on it. And both my Umas lost trust in chair. Huge rush from my Taishin. Ogre touched 5th place, Taishin got rushed. Yeah, mouse goes super quick. Like, we can get through this whole thing in like an hour. Mid race is a little bit more fun to watch. Long tracks is just like, it's just the acceleration zone. Miles, you kind of want to watch mid race. Sprints are like whatever. Mediums kind of have both of it. Another good corner connoisseur. Wow. I think I'll get a second of this corner connoisseur, which I might need against this Nishino Flower, because I am not catching up to her. Okay, I think we got through the uphill. So I should be able to catch up now with the end closer speed. Where? Okay, I was gonna say, I can't see Nishino Flower in that old animation. Or the old camera. Yeah, luckily my Umas were somehow close enough to duel even though there was a Taiki in the middle. Or maybe they dueled Taiki. It looked like I was going a lot faster than this Taiki. So I couldn't tell. What is this time? Biting Blossom, give Mommy a hug, plancha. Yeah, I had a lot of it had more acceleration than I did, I think. Alright, we're holding on to 80% right now. We're 8 for 10. Actually, win rate skewed towards Taishin. Right, it was 45-35. So Taishin got 1 more win. Taishin got 5. Ogre got 3. It's not too bad. Like, I think if my Maru was just an actual front runner, like, I'd probably have a respectable win rate. But nothing. Well, there is something I can do. I could just actually just build the front runner. But I don't want to. Lobbies are just going lower and lower, huh? Am I on, like, my own server? What is going on? Like, it's just strings of lobbies like this. Is my account, like, banished by side games into a bot server? Like, there's no way I lose this, right? Unless it's 4 exit. Don't miss encouraging shadow, please. Thank you. Hello? Move? Okay. I got stuck behind that air groove. I got stuck behind this air groove's dress. Maybe I think I faced against one actual team. And it was like double front team. I've lost to two S pluses, and the one team that I thought was actually gonna do okay lost to an SS Saiyan Sky for first. Solo frontrunner Suzuka with Redshift. Late starter Diamond with 762 stamp, corner recovery, lie in wait, a small breather, Radiant Star. Maybe Chasenchir is not good. I should have just gotten Budding Blossoms. Yesterday there was so many front runners, like when I was facing Ghosts and everything. But like I don't know what's going on today. Is everyone just waiting to queue at later hours? Even the like sweats? How much to lead is this? How many meters do I need to catch up to? Not that much. I think T plus is enough. I mean, if you run Iron in these type of lobbies, you're also gonna have the exact same low proc rate. There's just nothing you can do when every position is just this weak. What is this? A medium? I just... I have no words. I should have just gotten Budding Blossoms, honestly. Why is my Taishin in 3rd place here? And there's a King Halo that somehow catch up to. Is T-Pulse enough for this last little bit? Oh my, please tell me that home stretch pace is enough. Whew, home stretch chase. This Halo got... it probably just has no mid-race, right? Yeah, it has no, like, straights. So I must have gotten Trust and Cheer. That is... I almost lost to an S-rank King Halo. Because they got all their excels. Do I think I'll ever borrow the Taiki speed card? In Grand Life you can. It's just awkward in... It's awkward to borrow it in Mant, because it's 5% race bonus. Well, also, you only had, like, you know... you only have 4 days to play with it. But I'll probably borrow it in Grand Life on the miles. For Mile Maven. Two Pasas. Luckily there's a front runner. This S-rank Bakshin up here. At least one of them isn't going to get pace promoted. But I think they both have... I don't know why this one is shooting for victory. I was going to say they both have Mummy. Whatever, I'll put them both in. Oh, you're curious if I'll ever use it? I have no idea. There's like the Libra Cup and the Dirt one. I don't know. I don't know if I'm playing a pace chaser. Oh, maybe for the Libra. No, I don't know if I'm gonna do it for the Libra Cup. Maybe I will. Should I swap Mara to the front? I think it's like I think it's fine because like I'd rather get Nemesis on Taishin, if anything. Okay, hopefully I can duel somebody here. I feel like Nemesis is a little bit more important than Trust and Cheer. Okay, is this duel enough to catch up to Plancha? Should be. It's pace. It's pace Pasta with like half a length of lead. Yeah, Okri's having a rough time. She doesn't have enough mid-race to push up like Taishin is. I say that, but like... I mean, she has 7 mid-base, or 8 mid-base skills. Sucks that I missed Full of Vigor on her. She struggles when she doesn't have something like Nemesis to fully push up. Especially if the straight skills decide to activate in the last straight instead of early on. She struggles to catch up. But she scammed like 4 people with Corner Connoisseur, so can't be too mad. Like, let me look at this account. Archive level 70, 612 completed careers. Like, I thought this was supposed to be sweat hours. I don't think I should have gotten Budding Blossoms. Like Budding Blossoms would have done more. I'm not getting Nemesis? What? Why was my Nemesis delayed? I mean, it's good that it was delayed since it's carryover. Was the Christmas Ogre in front of me? Maybe it hits. Maybe the Christmas Ogre in front of me hit Festival, so I couldn't use it as my overtake target. But I was like so close that I was surprised it got delayed like that. Oh, another 5-0. All Taishin, I think. I don't think, did Ogre win a single one? No, right? I think that was all Taishin. Oh, we're entering into our last one. Maybe the NB is having a bit more of an effect. I don't even think NS helps my Ogre. The issue is she pushes up into 5th and then doesn't have enough mid-race to continue. Well, I have found a new low, I think. I think this is the lowest team of the CM. Wow. I think I can speed this up. Yeah, I guess maybe I just accidentally entered into Open League. I don't even know if those B+ Umas win in Open League. Like, that's a sad thing. Alright, give me my Nemesis, please. No? No? No unique? I mean, I think now, like, you can't really always enter in the graded league. I think, like, now if you join the game, hopefully you joined on the anniversary banner, because, well, starting with Grand Live, it's impossible to play without doing the anniversary banner. I don't know why they don't just rerun the I don't know why they don't just rerun the friend card. But like, you kind of have to play, as like a new player, you have to play Open League for an entire scenario. Because you just will never be able to compete. But like, these Umas cannot win against Open League Umas even. Like, when the game first started, I was one of the people who was like, yeah, you should always enter in Graded League. Because the average player wasn't that strong. But like, now that we're 2 scenarios in, most people, like most, not even day 1 players, like, but most like people who played during URA will just have a strong enough deck that you can almost never beat. If you were new. Alright. Guts Taiki. Okay. I think this person actually has a team. Yes, okay. I actually have a team together. This is a medium nice nature. And this Taishin has Sleeping Lion, okay. Alright, the match is going today. I lost against 2 S+s on my first ticket. But the rest has been doing well. I don't know, I feel like just everyone, maybe everyone's friends just queuing later. Alright, there goes Trasincheer. Yeah. At least for these low lobbies, I think Budding Blossoms is way more important. I think T-Pulse isn't that useful. I should have done Budding Blossoms instead of T-Pulse. You queued and then immediately lost? Was it to an S+ Uma? That's believable if it was to an S+. Alright, Ogre. Make me proud. Come on, Ogre. Oh, I can't even get Nemesis because I can't overtake somebody. That's crazy. My Taishin's jailed in 8th place. Is Spurt into duel enough to catch up to a Taishin? Can I beat this Taishin on the outside? Or am I getting blocked by this Bourbon? Okay, I beat the Taishin. Alright, this better be the SS Taishin and not the S rank Taishin that was in the lobby. Okay, or sorry, it was an S+. If this was the one that was in second that I was fighting, I've been a little bit more annoyed. Yeah, hopefully Open League becomes more competitive. I think right now you kind of just pub stomp. Like, you just... I mean, I guess it's always like that in the Open League, because there's just always going to be new players. Well, hopefully. Not that Graded League is that much better on round 1. And we're back to S+s. I mean, this pasta isn't that bad. Like, decent deck. Decently built. Actually not that bad for that pasta. Ace Boss is actually so good during round 1. There's no front players. Like, as soon as you face into 2 confident fronts, I think Pace Pass is a lot worse, but it is it's very good early on like this. Where all you have to do is overtake like the S+ front runners who probably don't even have mid race or even groundworks. And somehow this pasta is losing to the S+ pace chasers. Maybe I spoke too soon for them. Alright, Saishin didn't get blocked. And we got Professor of Curvature carryover. And I whiffed. I whiffed Encroaching Shadow. That's funny. The strike sucks. Yeah, Tokyo kind of sucks. I think the straight's just way too long that it's so feast or famine for the duel. Like, if the people in front of you duel and you didn't get included in it, it's just over. Like, I mean, that's how I'm losing to some of these S pluses, is I don't get included in the duel. Not that the Hanshin Mile's that much better. Holy. Holy bad mood, actually. What is this? Ah, okay, these aren't that poorly built. They just... Only one of them has Mile S. What build were they using for Ogre? I was doing... this. It was a 2-2-2-2. And then it was... I think, like, I should have Budding Blossoms on both my Umas, which I ended up not getting. But she's like a corner connoisseur gambler. I didn't get Full of Vigor, which is unfortunate. Bamboo Memory didn't give it to me, and I didn't want to do another run. Feels awkward. I don't know if I should put him in SS. I just got some crazy news that we can... okay, never mind. Pace promoted Taiki shouldn't be as scary. Your turf has hard with Daring Strike and Full of Vigor. Yeah. I think you can live without Full of Vigor, though it sucks running Bamboo Memory not getting it. Daring Strike I think is mandatory. I think Full of Vigor isn't like glue. Like if you didn't hit it. But like I don't know how to. Without Daring Strike, I feel like it's way too hard. Where are my Umas? Like what? My Umas are literally aren't on the screen. Oh no. Is that please tell me that's a Peso Agree. Is that a Peso Agree in second? Oh, get home shot chased. Please tell me. I think it was a Peso Agree. Oh, it's a late Ogre. Okay, okay. Late Ogre without Mile S. Woo! The home shot chase was just barely enough. Alright, last race of today. Yeah, I can't T-pulse scam because they also have T-pulse, but home shot chase has my back. I don't know, the news was, I've been playing Street Fighter a lot, and they just announced the DLC characters a couple minutes ago for the next year. I can't believe they're putting Tifa into it. Okay, five people in front is good, because if I'm at the front, at least I'm 6th place. Yeah, Season 4 just got announced at Summer Games. So, like, I was getting added for that. Okay, not too scary of a lobby. I'll put him in SS. Try to not look like I'm just bullying Team Trilumas. Alright. So hopefully I should be able to hold on to the 6th place. Season 4 of Street Fighter 6. There's 4 new DLC characters. Actually, do I lose mid-race gold ship? Wait, if I don't get Nemesis because of gold ship, that's gonna be a bit of an issue. Please hold on. Thank. Oh, barely held on. I almost got bullied out of positioning by the gold ship. Okay, both my moves got trust and cheer. Can I catch up to the Saiyan? I can't duel anyone because they're too slow. And my Ogre's in Narnia. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It was a weak Saiyan. Alright, no Mile S. Yeah, the Saiyan's kind of weak. Dodging danger, but no way to go back to the inner railing. Moxie on 768 stam. Wow. Their deck's not even that bad. Like, this is the deck I would have to run for a front runner. I think just overall, today was weaker. I mean, granted, I didn't queue at CM start. But even, like, actually, you know, wait, that makes it even worse, right? Because I queued at Jobber hours yesterday, and it was harder than today's matches. But we went up 5%, had a 90% today. Lost 2 on that first ticket. Let's see here. I mean, it's not... It's okay, 85%. I think this is definitely, like, probably the least prepared I've been for a CM this scenario. Maybe all the sweats are rebuilding with a mild Maven Bourbon. Maybe. Like, the other... Honestly, like, my win rate's, like, kind of equal to the other 3 CMs of this scenario. Was it like long, medium, medium? Like, my win rates are okay. But, I don't know, not bringing a UG feels weird. Like, I feel like I am just Jobber. I had this gold ship for the Derby. I guess I didn't bring a UG for the... what's the 2000 meter? The Satsuki show? I didn't bring a UG. I brought these two. But these two, like, I felt more confident in than... like, I felt more confident in these two than I am in my current two. I don't know, I was pretty confident in this gold ship. I guess I didn't really like this cross that I was running. I don't know. I guess it's like, it's not that I wasn't prepared, it's just like I'm not happy with the aces I'm bringing. Like, I could have gotten a way better stat line than this. Like, at least a minimum 200 more wit. Like, I'm certain I could have gotten, like this was kind of the stat line I was going for. Or like something like this with less guts and more power. But I ended up bringing this one. And then... I mean, the Sokuru is not that bad. I just wish if I had full of vigor, I'd be a little bit better with this. NB is not like the end of the world. I just, like, I can't believe I missed full of vigor. And, like, that was the best one I could run. But it's funny. Now all the my players can go to the next one. Someone in my group chat, with the my player of our group did say that they were gonna main Tifa. Anyways, super short CM. Like, I guess we've done what, long, medium, medium. So it's like those two were just longer, or those three were just a lot longer to watch. There's not really else for me to stream. I don't really want to end off on just like an hour stream. That's kind of short. At the same time, like, what, do you guys want to watch me do a parent run? I don't really want to stream a parent run. Back to Dom Slop. I mean, I am running a Dominator. I think I'm gonna run a Hishi Amazon with this stat line, essentially. Or more Stam, obviously. So I'll do Speed Power with Stam, and then gonna do the same thing with a Ogre. Just essentially rebuild this Ogre, except without Yugel's MA2. I mean, obviously, Gold Chip would probably be better than Hishi Amazon. I think you would rather want mid-race than late race, but I don't want to, like, if my first medium loss is because I didn't run Gold Chip, so be it. I think right now, like, I've won everything but the miles, right? I'm 10 for 13. All my losses, all 3 of my non-titles are on the mile. If I lose this mile, I don't even have, like, I don't even have an excuse. Not that I was using Haru as an excuse. I just didn't build Haru. Better. Is it just 777 triggers for Festival next year? No backup? Yeah, basically. If you run, like, End Closer Christmas Ogre, you can do backup. Because you will have, you know, Let's Pump Some Iron, and Beyond as, like, backup Excel. And then you will also have, it's a little bit more easier to try to trigger Shake It Out during that acceleration zone. So you won't get carryover, but you'll still be able to use the acceleration version of it. Since, like, ideally you're trying to hit, like, Nimble Nav, Let's Pump Some Iron, and moving past and beyond. I don't really think it's worth the effort, but it is a better, like, strategy or whatever. But you should just, yeah, for a Pace Chaser Ogre, you should just run the 3 skills. I don't think there's a way to trigger 3 skills early enough with Shake It Out as a Pace Chaser. If you wanted to run Double Dom Ogre, like, I think you kind of have to build it as an end closer. I guess you can kind of do it as a late surger. You just need to be in a position to run Iron and Beyond. So whether that be late or end, if you want to do solo Ace Christmas Ogre. I mean, the only reason is, well, you would ideally want to do End Ogre because you should have access to Daring Strike, which makes her inherently better than late Ogre. But, like, the only reason why to run End Ogre is so you can have a higher than 70% win rate than on her. Since Pace Ogre, like, you cannot bring a backup recovery. End Ogre can, like, win without Festive off of just being an end closer. With Iron and Beyond. Because if you hit 2 white recoveries, like, you have enough stam for the 2200. So you're just down a unique. But you can win, like, especially against jobbers in the actual CM, you would be able to win. Am I gonna farm Restraint Uma's stand parents for Beyond Uma's? No. I'm farming Restraint for Ricky. I'm not gonna do it for... I'm not gonna do it for Hishi Amazon for the next CM. Conventional build and Ogre is the best. Yeah, it'd be conventional build, except you have corner recovery, after school stroll, and 777s. And then you just run her like she's an actual end closer. She's an end closer that, if she hits Festival, like, it's really hard for somebody to win against it. And otherwise it'd just be, like, conventional. Like, it just has a higher ceiling. Like, that's the And Ogre will always have a higher ceiling because Pace Ogre doesn't have too much more strengths. I mean, you get access to killer tunes, which doesn't help if you're doing like double front. If you're doing double backliner Christmas Ogre, I think Pace Ogre is better. So you have access to... Done. You have an easier access to killer tunes. What else is there? Also, backliner parents are better than Pace Chaser. I think Pace Chaser parents right now are like the weakest. So you have like better lineages that you can borrow for end closers. Though you do have to make either your own Doper or your own Ryan. But I don't know. The Pace Chaser market is really bad. Then again, it is also just like the weakest role outside of Christmas Ogre. And Christmas Ogre is just so wheelchair that I don't think anyone's farming parents for it. Have I decided on Tachyon Maru Speed or just keeping... I'm not going to pull on Maru Speed. I'm going to pull on Tachyon, though. I don't think you can play without... Well, you can play without Tachyon, but you're going to want to go 200 on Light Hello no matter what. You should be borrowing... you should open up your borrow slot to, borrow Tachyon rather than borrowing Light Hello and then running, weaker cards in general. It's 140 pulls to get Light Hello. But I think it's worth going for rather than borrowing it. Because you'd much rather just borrow Maru Speed or Tachyon Speed. If Tachyon isn't max limit break, is she just unusable in Grandmasters? If she isn't max limit break, she's unusable in general. She's really weak at level 40. Level 45 is kind of copable, but she is extremely weak at level 40. What's one's level 40? This one? Then I think Sweep has the she doesn't get that much stronger than Sweep Tosho. Actually, she's kind of stronger than Sweep Tosho. What do we have? What others? It's Windy and Pasa. These are your three SRs. I mean, I guess it's an upgrade over Windy. But, you really, a lot of her value comes off of that skill point bonus. Is Seeking the Pearl comparable to Aston Machan? Seeking the Pearl is good on sprints and miles. But Austin Machan, I think, has more of a meta in sprints than Seeking the Pearl does. Seeking the Pearl runs literally all three of these strategies. None of her skills need her to be a certain strategy. So if Pace Chasers are the strongest on that sprint mile, she'll be Pace. If Late's, I don't think Late's are ever the strongest on these two tracks. But she swaps between Encloser and Pace Chaser. You shouldn't run her as a front runner because Big Sisterly needs an overtake. Which you'd rather defend first on a mile or a sprint. It's really hard to overtake on the shorter distances, so you'd rather just be first place than try to overtake into it. But Austin Machan, I think, has more of a quote-unquote meta. The issue with Seeking the Pearl is that she doesn't have an acceleration, so you're relying on an inherit. Austin Machan comes with acceleration. She gets, essentially, Plancha. She gets Plancha, but it's instant on sprints. Assuming that there's somebody in second place, within, I think it's 20 meters. Is that that's the overtake condition, right? 20 meters. So as long as somebody is within 8 lengths of you and sees you as an overtake target, it's an instant acceleration on sprints. So she's more meta for, she'll have more of a meta presence than Seeking the Pearl does. But Seeking the Pearl's not bad. Seeking the Pearl is A tier on almost every sprint mile. I just don't think she's ever been... she's not going to be like Christmas Ogre tier, or like, I don't know, Kitasen New Year's tier, or Sakura Laurel tier. Like, she's not in a tier of her own, but she has enough where she's probably A tier on every single sprint mile. Well, up until they like release like the really busted ones like Durandal or like Gran Alegria. Then like obviously she gets power crept. What are my next Uma plan pulls? Yeah, Ricky's gonna be my, sorry, I was mentioning the summer game pass before the stream started. And I'll probably finish that after dinner. Yeah, but Ricky's gonna be my next pull. So I'm gonna skip Maro Speed. I don't plan on ever playing a front runner, so I'll get Maro Speed at the second anniversary on my account. So I'm just gonna go through the whole Grand Live without Maro Speed, which is fine. Like, I don't think I need Maro Speed for Grand Live, considering I'm never gonna touch front runners. Hopefully Tachyon comes home. I do have 3 crystals, so like if I, you know, I have like a 70% chance, I think, if I use 1 crystal. What's my future pull plan? I mean, it's just Ricky into Tachyon, and then most likely Kitasen Black. I need to get Ines Fujin Valentine's because I don't have Mihono Bourbon on my account. Then gonna pull Ramono, pull Ancestors, and then I think it depends on if I have to go to Pity on all 3 of these, whether or not I can afford these 2. Mr. CB, like if I get really lucky on the Uma pulls, I'll probably pull for Mr. CB. But I'm not really that excited to run her. It's Tachyon plus 1 speed. Like Tachyon Kita, let's say Tachyon Kita, enough to cap speed on no speed growth. Sometimes you end up like 100 less. It's on no speed growth, Tachyon Kita. Actually, you kind of have to put Mr. CB in there for the speed bonus. Can hit like 1500, 1550. And obviously you can max if you got super lucky, but it's super inconsistent. It's enough, but it's not gonna feel good running it. But some people, like, you're gonna have to do that because like on a 2200, if you don't have a recovery skill, like you're just a wolf to, like, you're just a lamb to all the murmurs and all the nice natures. But maybe Global doesn't go down the debuff route, right? Maybe Side Games doesn't release Gold Chip Summer. Assuming that I maximum break Tachyon, would I do 3 speed on Grand Live with Kita Fugu Tachyon? I don't think so. I would much rather run a card and gamble on... I think I would much rather run a card for the skill. Maybe for Miles, if I don't feel like doing a Guts build, I'd run Fuku for it. But I think on mediums and longs, like... I guess if they had an inherent recovery, and yeah, I'd probably bring Fuku. I think there's a chance for early Ancestors. No, I think that's probably still do the split, no? Like, you mean for, like, the first CM? Whoops. I don't think they're changing anything. But I have to pull for Ancestors because I need Mihono Bourbon Wit, but I don't want to pull for the card. So that's why I'm pulling on Ancestors. I don't really think anyone else should realistically be pulling for it. It's kind of nice though because I'd be able to use like Jungle Pocket Speed, Borrow. I can use Opera. Actually, I don't think there's a long track where I can use Opera Borrow. Like the only 2 borrows really is like Bourbon Wit and Jungle Pocket that I get access to by owning Ancestors and Guides. But I don't think there's like too much reason to pull for it. I'm just doing it because I want to be competitive in League of Heroes, and I don't think you can do that by not owning. Like, I think to be competitive in League of Heroes, you have to have Mihono Bourbon Wit in your deck. Because it's a medium and a long, I think, for the two CMs. So you need to be top 3 for the medium, and you need to be top 2 as a front runner for the long. But I recommend pulling Tachyon or just permanently borrowing it. Honestly, there's not that many cards. You can skip Tachyon. Like, if you don't like playing Pace Chasers, Tachyon's not that important in this scenario. There's not many, like, other good borrows. Like, it's gonna suck not running Tachyon for, I guess, if you wanted lightning speed for the mile. If you're even able to afford to do that by borrowing, like, when you don't have double speed. You probably don't even borrow Keep Going. I don't think you can live this track with it. Like, Pace Chaser, I think if you're planning on paying, like, a Pace Chaser, you kind of need it, like, for this one track, because you would want to borrow Steady Advance, or, I don't know, for some reason, Determined Ascent, I don't really think so. Then, like, there's only 2 tracks where you would want the skill from her, All I've Got. This 2200 and this 2000. Like, if you think you need to borrow recovery for it, it's gonna be awkward. Does her banner come with Light Hello? The Tachyon one? Yeah. I think Tachyon is skippable. As long as you get your own copy of Light Hello. I don't think you should be borrowing Light Hello. But there's not that many, like, good side cards to use. It'd just be, like, whatever the flex slot is. Or I guess if you're running an SR in one of these two. Or if you're running, like, an SR Wit, maybe you want to borrow a better Wit card. You should pull in that banner always. Yeah, you should always do 200 on this. I don't think... Like, you cannot... You need it Light Hello. Like, please open up your borrow slots. Like, opening up your borrow slot at least lets you borrow Tachyon speed. It's a 140 pull, like, tax. In order to play the scenario with a borrow slot. No Tachyon in your deck means 3 speed. Generally, yeah. Like, I don't think, like, Kitamaru could. With, like, max speed. Outside of, like, an extremely good high roll. But the Grand Live isn't, like, really good at leveling up your training facilities, so... like, it's really awkward trying to run 2 speed without Tachyon speed. Like, my, like, I don't know why people are, like, pitting them against each other, but, like, Tachyon speed will be better for Grand Live, because that's the scenario it's for. Mars and Sea speed will be better for Grandmasters. Grandmasters, you level up the training facilities a lot faster than, like, URA or Grand Live. I don't really want to go too deep into... Grandmasters is weird because, like, you're collecting, like, 8 fragments to build a Wisdom, and then you're collecting Wisdoms to build a Knowledge Crystal, and then there's 3 different types of crystals, and, like, you have to, like, manipulate the crystals in a way to get the color you need. Especially since, like, we're not even in Grand Live, I don't think there's a reason to go too into depth for Grandmasters. Grand Life's interesting. Like, there's, like, the different lessons, and then... I mean, it's just a rainbow, like, rainbow simulator. You just click on whatever training has a rainbow on it. There's not too much... Like, you can probably learn Grand Live in, like, 5 runs. The only thing that you have to, like, kind of get used to is there's, like, lessons you have to do for each song, and, like, there's a pattern for it. So, like, it goes, like, 1, 2, 3, 3, I think. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, or something like that, where, like, there's a certain amount of lessons you have to do before unlocking a song. And, like, you have to learn the pattern a little bit, because if a live happens and you were in the middle of practicing a song, you lose your progress. Like, that's, like, the only thing, really, that you have to learn in Grand Live. Oh, wait, actually, here's the... It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I thought it was 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. I probably have to do a refresher on this scenario as well. like, you don't want to... You just want to make sure that you finish the song before the live, so it doesn't disappear. Since it gets reset. But yeah, it's Rainbow Click Slop. Grandmasters is a little bit more interesting, though I hate this scenario. Grandmasters is like my least favorite scenario. But it is like a little bit more interesting because you are... There's like a not a pattern, but you have to try to like cater these colors to whatever god you want to activate. So like there's a little bit more planning, but a lot more RNG. So it's like more interesting in that sense. Grand Live is just URA part 2. Your pace main, do you just skip Ancestors? As a pace main, you can probably skip. Like if you are playing a lot of pace chasers, yeah, you can probably skip Ancestors. There's not really anything too important to borrow. Like maybe for a mile you would want Head On since it got buffed, and you want to borrow KS Miracle Guts. I think that's like the only card. I don't think like there's really anything else to borrow. I don't think there's a long with Opera, right? Because I think Opera releases after this long track. So like the only thing to borrow is for the 1 mile, or I guess the 2 miles in case you want to run a pace on the dirt mile. Like you might gold Head On. No, the thing is like the long track was like around here, I think. When's the long track? 413. Yeah, the long track was before Mihono Bourbon Wit. So the long track comes out with like Sakura Laurel. That's when the long track came out. That's when Sakura Laurel released. So like Opera just had no use in Grandmasters. Is the Tachyon scenario link where she gives tokens that good? It's 30% more tokens. It's really good. 30% more tokens is very strong. Though, like fronts are pretty strong because Bourbon has it, and then obviously there's Tachyon with it. Free to play can use Silent Suzuka speed from the main story as their 3rd speed card to also try to take advantage of it. But I mean, it's 30% more tokens. Like it adds up, especially since you're clicking speed so much to try to hit it. What do I think of Gold City Guts? Gold City Guts is okay. It's probably like, it's a lot better than KS Miracle Guts. I think I had it for 1 CM. I might not have written it down. But it's kind of, it was used in Lard. Right? That's when Gold City Guts came out. Where is it? Oh, I didn't highlight it. Was it used for the mile? It might have been used for the dirt mile too, with like Taiki Shuttle. Oh no, I have it here. I have high voltage here. That's where I had the it's a fine card. The skill's good. I think it's only for this dirt mile during Grandmasters. But it was used. High voltage is a pretty good skill. You have to be top 5, but it's 1.4 seconds of acceleration during the first phase random half. It's just a really strong card because like you're realistically in Grandmasters you're only running 1 Guts card, so the Guts bonus 3 helps a lot to try to bring that number up. I don't know. I think Grand Live also kind of sucks just because all the CMs during it suck. We have Ogre Murmur Slop into Determined Descent Gamblers versus Fronts. Since the straight doesn't start early enough for backliners. Into Ogre Murmur Slop into... I mean, the Reem Keenan's okay. But it's kind of lose yourself front slop. Then we have the sprint, which is Aston Machan and I guess like backliners. It's Aston Machan versus backliners here. And then we have the dirt, which is front runner central. But Grandmasters wasn't that much better. I don't know. CMs kind of suck. But at least Grandmasters, everyone has Evo skills, so there's a little bit more variety. Interrogate. Yeah, maybe I just hate this game. Have I started making Ricky parents? No, not yet. I'm gonna try to finish up this Teo first. But for Ricky, the skills I'm looking for, I also am waiting for restraint parents to come out. But I'm going for, off of Enos Fujin, going for standard distance, and then I'm gonna be borrowing Tamamo Cross power, since she needs to be max limit broken for the 10 race bonus. Where's my cross? I think I own her. Yeah. But Tamamo Cross will give you wet conditions. So those are the 2 goals I'm gonna go for, and then obviously Fine Motion off of hints gives Fall Runner and Spring Run, or Fall Runner and Right-handed, which I'll be clicking on during Mant. Because I don't really want to run Fuku with. And then I want to find a Restraint Parent as like my other green. But those are the ones I'm gonna go for. Am I gonna bother for any parents with this for the sprint? I think I'm just gonna reuse. I think I'm just gonna use Turf Parents. And just go for Turf S. It's kind of equal. I don't think I'm gonna go for a Sprint S as parents. Well, I mean, I'm gonna make a Taiki and a Nishino Flower parent, so... Or one of the two. Actually, I'll probably make a Taiki parent, because I think I'm gonna run Nishino Flower. So if, like, Taiki Shuttle hits Sprint instead of Turf, I'll run that, but otherwise, no. Did I know that if I started saving today, I would have at least 350 pulls for Light Hello? It's Tachyon. No way. Are you sure it's today? I think I saw that going everywhere a couple days ago. The Air CM one is Sunny Right Fall. What do you mean, Sunny Right Fall? I'm saying for Ricky. Ricky's gonna come out for CM 17. Which is... Yeah, right-handed fall, 2,000 meters, so it's a standard distance. I don't think it's... Actually, it might be sunny, but it's wet conditions. Or it's good conditions, not wet. Her unique hair doesn't work? No, her unique hair doesn't work. It's also, like, not acceleration. Like, you can't really think of Ricky as acceleration. Well, obviously, if it gets hit, like, if you get carryover, it's really good, since it's phase later half random. And, like, the acceleration is good, because it's 0.3 acceleration, but mostly you're using it for the target speed. But it has no special scaling when inherited, so I think it's just like a... I think it's a 0.05 mid-race as an inherit. Oh, yeah, it's always Oi Race Course, but Oi Race Course is kind of hard to find in a deck. But I'm gonna... probably during the sprint CM is when I'm gonna put in a lot more effort into a Ricky parent. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with Haru. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna build Haru for the sprint, or if I'm even... Maybe I'm just gonna go full jobber and not even build Haru for the sprint. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Haru. Like, I just now got a turf parent. I think it's this one. Right, 3 power, 2 turf, 3 T star T pulse. Ignore the rest of these skills because they're all useless. Or actually, there's only 3 skills here. But like, at least I have a stat stick for Haru. That's one of my GP slots. I guess I can borrow another turf parent and then throw it on somebody. Is a Mummy Creek parent good for the next sprint? No. the next sprint, there is no straight stuff. So you have Angling and Scheming, Shooting for Victory, and Budding Blossom, and Let's Pump Some Iron. Those are your three, or those are the only 4 excels that work. Because it's 100 meters of a corner. Nothing works on the final straight. I only need Pump and Blossom. Yeah, I think those are the 2 I'll go for. I might just throw this Ogre and then borrow something and then start spamming Nishino Flower runs. Actually, do you want Nishino Flower? It doesn't... Isn't Taiki Shuttle technically better for it? Because you don't have to fulfill the precondition. What is it again? Nakayama, right? Well, I guess Shooting for Victory is not full value. No, because Budding Blossom would be full value. Okay, I thought the Shooting for Victory would hit. Okay, yeah, never mind. You lose like half of Shooting for Victory. Yeah, okay then. I think you would need Budding Blossom. And not Shooting for Victory. Shooting for Victory's in here is actually kind of weak. You get 1 second of 0.2 Excel. I mean, it's still 0.4. It's still like half a length, I guess. Yeah, you would rather have Budding Blossom. Yeah, so it's probably Pump Some Iron, Budding Blossom. I guess maybe I'll look for a Taiki to borrow, so I can try to go for all 3. A Turf Taiki. And then spam Nishino Flower runs for the sprint. Yeah, I definitely think you have to run Haru as... I don't think you can run her as end closer. It should just be 8 pace chasers in the lobby. What distances is Ricky good for? Dirt. You don't really want to run Ricky. Well, I mean, she's good on turf miles, but like it's like impossible to build her for the turf miles. But Ricky's good on dirt. She can run both dirt mile and dirt medium. I think if you wanted to make her turf for some reason and find 6 greens, or I guess it's 5 greens, and find 5 greens, you can run turf mile Ricky. What makes Ricky so OP? It's her special scaling on her unique skill. Characters. She's strongest as a front runner, because her skill gives her, if you have, so the reason why everyone's saying get 6 greens for her is because she gets additional effect for the number of green skills you activated in the race, and it caps out at 6. So her skill, if you ignore the scaling, if you had 0 greens, her skill is 5 seconds of 0.25 target speed in the later half of the mid race. Which means it's like it's always going to activate whether we're, halfway through the middle leg and then any time between then, right? So like her proc rate's like between the, I think it's like the 55% of the race to whatever the late race starts at, because it picks a random point. If you have the max effect, which is 6 greens, she gains an additional 0.05 for each green. So 6 greens in total would give her 0.55 target speed during the mid-race. And then if you got lucky with where her precondition lies and you hit it closer to the start of the late race, she has 0.3 excel with this 6 mid-race, and you would get 0.55 speed carryover. But it's not guaranteed that she has speed carryover. It's just like, as a front runner, if you had 6 greens, 0.55 target speed is a lot of speed. Like, just that alone is really strong, right? It's 0.2 more target speed than like the other quote-unquote meta front runners. And then she has her own unique skill, which is Mile Maven, essentially, but only on dirt. I guess it's a little bit shorter than Mile Maven. It's 0.6 shorter. But this is like a unique gold skill. So on those dirt tracks, or I guess on dirt miles, like other fronts can't use, because you have Mile Maven plus Victory Opportunity, and they'll both activate at that phase later half for the early race. That's about it. Her greens aren't that great. Her greens are just to make it easier to hit her unique. But yeah, she's just so strong because as a front runner, you have a unique gold that lets you take first place at the start, and then you have a 0.55 target speed raise. She's not that strong as Pace Chaser. I'm gonna build her as Pace Chaser, but she's not gonna be that strong. Like, you have to run her as a front runner, which means you have to source taking the lead, groundworks, 6 greens, prudent positioning, and dodging danger. So obviously mid-race excel isn't that good, but doesn't 0.3 excel mid-race basically turn target speeds to current speed ones? Kind of, yeah. Like, you can kind of... You accelerate that 0.55 like 2x faster. But ideally, you just try to hit Ricky's unique, like where festival timing would be. It's like the ideal scenario. But like, even if you don't get that, even if you had like the worst proc possible, it's still mid-race. It's still 0.55 mid-race, which is really hard for a front runner to beat. Was it Oi 2000? I don't think Ricky is here. Let's see. Poppy Link. Oh. Why is there so many numbers here? I'm trying to move this to the JP version. Ricky. Alright. Like, it's just really hard to beat out that much target speed. 0.55. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work. I think there's like usually around... What are the odds for phase later half random? 5-second ults on this track, I think means that you have to act... It's like a 40% chance that it'd be speed carryover. And 0.55 speed carryover is like essentially hitting an angling and scheming. So if you hit that plus angling and scheming, usually it's enough to win. Though Ricky has the downside that for Grand Live, you are dead to a Murmur because you have no recovery skill. You also have a really bad growth rate to only run 2 speed. But the meta for this first CM of Grand Live should just be like front runners with like Ricky and Smart Falcon versus Christmas Ogre. And then sometimes Digital and Inari 1 can win because if you run End Closer on this dirt track, you might be able to dodge the Murmurs. Yeah, no, there's no dirt longs in her career. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna... I don't think you're... I mean, if nobody played a Murmur, yes, you could run this track on, like, 800, or, like, 750 stam for 2000 without any downhills. But as soon as one Murmur gets put in, you need to run your own 3... Like, you need to run a 3% recovery. Like, 564 Murmur is very scary. But I think, like, the 4 most popular Umas you'll see on this track is probably Digital, Inari 1, Christmas Ogre, and Ricky. And Smart Falcon. I think, like, in our current state, you should never run a Murmur. You should always run a Dom. Mant just prints out too much... Mant prints out too much stam to, like, for somebody to die to a Murmur. But once we have 564, there's a... Like... There's a... Like, I don't know which one's stronger. Because Murmur's weak into Christmas Ogre. So, like, if you're running Murmur and you load up into a double Dom Christmas Ogre, it's really hard for you to win. But if you load it into front runners and there's no murmurs in the lobby, then suddenly, and like you're running DOMs instead of murmurs, suddenly it's a lot harder to beat out the front runners. Like that's the two sides right now. Is DOMs is better against Christmas Ogre, Murmur is better against like the Smart Falcons and the Rickies. Why are people recommending Christmas Ogre inherits on fronts for the 2200s? For the 2200? I don't know. They like to spend what is it? So you for like Bourbon, it's fine, right? Bourbon, you're just inheriting Cacao, buying one more recovery skill, and then buying it. It's 300 SP for like a length. For everybody else, spending 500 SP on a one length difference isn't really gonna do much. Like you can convert that one length difference by just getting more mid race. Yeah, like on Bourbon, the SP efficiency is like not that bad. On everybody else, it is not the greatest. I guess Maru is like kind of no. I like Maru. I don't think I would spend 500 SP on Maru for one length. For Bourbon, if you can get 777s, it's like only 300 SP because Cacao's already good enough. Like Cacao shouldn't be considered as like wasting SP for Festival, since even without Festival you should still be picking up Cacao. But it's also like a 70-ish% chance to activate Cacao, Festival, and 777s. But I think like the only person, like if there was an Uma to put Festival on as an inherit, it would just be Bourbon, and that's it. No, I'm not going to be pulling for Maru. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, Bourbon's the only one where I can understand why there's a Festival on her. Every other front, you just need to do more runs to get better mid-race. When Maru speed gets seen used in the sprint track, I don't know if you can win with just angling and scheming. I guess maybe if you're doing like triple front with like shooting for victory and budding blossoms and trying to bully out the pace chasers. Maybe. But like pace chasers have two excels. Like fronts, your main benefit is trying to bully the pace chasers out of positioning. So like it'll see use for the sprint if you're doing a triple front comp to try to block off top 3. But like you can still lose to a 4th place pace chaser that hit both shooting for victory and budding blossoms. No unrestrained gamble. I mean, you can go for it, right? It's a pretty good odds that you hit a decent unrestrained here. Like, it's like what? Like 40%? Because it straddles here. You can hit on both sides. I think triple front is fine to run. I don't think I would run double front though. Like double front pace. I think if we were to run front runners on this track, it has to be triple front. Guts get good again? Yeah, Guts should be the move. Like, even 400 stam is too much stam. So, like, Guts decks are strong because you should be trying to just max out everything. You can't really use the dueling for acceleration, but like, if you're 600 Guts down, then it just sucks. The 9 pace sprint lobby again? Kind of. I mean, I think the other positions are not that bad, but there's just a lot of good pace chasers, right? Taiki Shuttle, Nashino Flower, Ogre Cap Original, Air Groove Wedding's okay, and Curran. So, like, pace Pace just has the most options, but like fronts can win. I don't know how a late wins. I guess a late wins by hitting let's pump some iron into shooting for victory and budding blossom. But I think that's a lot harder, especially if like you're running into a 9 or 8 pace wall. As you're doing triple backliner. Yeah, I think Ogre Christmas is... Or not Ogre Christmas. Base Ogre would be decent here. Hit Corner Connoisseur. Hit... Gamble on Corner Connoisseur, you know. You can do Triple TR dirt schedule for 40 races. You're a pace chaser with shooting for victory and budding blossom. It's gonna be awkward when 3-4 beats 1-2. Yeah, I think like late surgers, like you have to hit iron into at least one more excel. But I don't think it's gonna be a consistent enough strategy. Their first match of the day was all UGs and double T buffers. Yeah, Corner Connoisseur has been performing like way too well for me. Like there's 3 races that I don't think I would have won if I didn't hit Corner Connoisseur on Ogre. And the odds are even better on the sprint, right? The sprint is an even like bigger window for Corner Connoisseur because more of the final corner is well, in there, I guess. So I think Ogre, like, I mean, Ogre was a really strong option in, like, T-Pulse is obviously really good. So, like, Ogre was pretty strong in the Japanese server. It probably had a better win rate than Taiki and Nishino Flower, I think, from what I remember. I don't know, Ogre's always a sprinter. Ogre just does everything. Like, I'm pretty sure you could have ran either Christmas Ogre or base Ogre for every single CM. And, like, there was a pretty high chance you would have won with her. Like, I don't think there's a single CM that Ogre was, like, unplayable in. Obviously, like, it's annoying because you have to either make her an end closer or, you know, do aptitude changes, but she can just run every single CM, which is kind of disgusting. Yeah, sadly, without the T-Pulse, like, I don't think Kishi Amazon was going to be strong enough, even with Corner Connoisseur. T-Pulse is very important. Man, instead of Nemesis here and T-Pulse here, I should have gotten Budding Blossoms. Like, I should have just sucked it up and built a Nishino Flower parent. Which is why, like, I don't really feel confident in this CM. It's because I ended up not doing the prep for it. I needed like Trust and Cheer, Budding Blossoms, Trust and Cheer, Iron. Like I needed to excel in here. So I don't think I could have gotten away with just Trust and Cheer. Yeah. I mean, even Unrestrained was good on the last Tokyo Mile. Was there that many Corner Connoisseur players on the last Tokyo Mile? Probably not. We didn't really have SB. You're kind of surprised you weren't seeing getting both on for ends? Yeah, I kind of regret it. I don't remember what I said when I first built it. But I think, like, you have to have 2 excels, even on Taishin. Like, in Cushion Shadow just wasn't strong enough. Especially, Ogre, like, for sure. Like, this was not enough excel. It was stupid to go for Nemesis. I needed to build a flower. Button Bouncing gets a bad reputation because of the number of fronts and rooms. Yeah, maybe that's why. Uh, I just wish I had it. Well, I mean, at the same time, I didn't expect the room. Like, it's not like it wasn't too important for me to have it, since like it's kind of hard to say since round 1 is so weak. Like, there's no way those Umas are making it to finals. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, even in round 2, if I'd be able to get in a position to hit Budding Blossoms. But I definitely wish I had, like, one more Excel skill on both my enclosers. I would... Furious Feet is crazy. I think I had the option to get Updrafters on this Ogre. Maybe Updrafters would have been better over, like... Oh, I can't say Home Stretch Haste because it actually scammed me a run. No, I just needed to get Fast Learner so I can buy Updrafters. I think I should collect Budding Blossoms. I mean, I spent, you know, 30,000 carats for Nishina Flower, and then I just ended up not using her. Really? With how you think Furious Feet would have been an option trio? But my matches today were so whack. Like, I was just constantly 3rd, 4th. How many runs have I even done on Nishino Flower? 3. I finished a full 3. For the sprint, I'll probably run it. Did I maintain 80%? Oh yeah, today wasn't that bad. I lost against 2 S pluses today. So I only have 80, but I did have a better win rate today at a 90%. On the first ticket, just double S plus. Yesterday I saw a whole bunch of runs. Like, yesterday I was constantly in, not even like a front pace. I saw a lot. Like, I wasn't having issues hitting Trust and Cheer. Today, I think I hit Trust and Cheer like in 2 wins. Or 2 matches. Yeah. Should have built Maru as an actual frontrunner if I cared about my win rate for the CM. But, win rate's fine. I just think that it wasn't that great. No, like my win I just don't like my Umas. I was so happy with last CM's Umas, and now I just feel so jobber again. I mean, I guess we only had 2 weeks, which is kind of rough. But like, I don't know, this gold chip I was happy about. Well, actually, I guess my Teo McQueen was not. But I mean, it was all gold chip anyways. But yeah, I guess like maybe that's why. Like, it was just so, like, it was such a short time period that I felt stressed out about doing ace runs. When I say parents are front-loaded, most of the good parents are early on, and with niche aces coming out later. Yeah, it's mostly front-loaded. Eventually, like, all the Excel is basically in the game. Like, for the Derby, like, I mean, like, for the Derby right now, like, you have Furious Symboli and Admire Vega Christmas on top of Redshift. But now you should be looking to pick up mid-race inherits. So that's like Neo Universe for Blade Surgers. Wait, what's Neo Universe's conditions again? 7th to... Is it 7th to 4th? Yeah, 7th to 4th. It's like late end closers, kind of. For medium tracks, you would want her. Tachyon Summer, you would want for mid-race for pace. Her alternate version, also for pace. Jungle Pocket has like a good inherit. You know, Narita Top Road Christmas has a good mid-race inherit. But when we get the Agnes Tachyon event in Grandmasters, you're going to, like, every Uma wants 5-6 inherits. And like that's gonna be what the future is you're gonna be searching for grandparent Umas. Like right now you have like TM Opera O, that's a good grandparent Uma. But I mean, like, Ogre Cap's already in the game. Metronom McQueen will get her unique buff for long tracks. Surgeon Victory's not that bad. Kiseki's gonna get buffed at the 2nd anniversary. Marvelous Sunday's like a good mid-race. Like, late race, mid-race is what you want on your GPs. It's like, that's what you're gonna be searching for, but like, there's not gonna be that much more Excel in the game. Outside of, obviously, Stay Gold. And then, like, there's just niche options for certain ones. Like, Tachyon Summer gives acceleration on Nakayama tracks, so you kind of want that. I'm trying to think what other Excel Umas there are. I mean, like, I just obviously admire Vega and the other one. I think picking and choosing what CMs you care about is better. Yeah. Is it like Dober, Ryan, direct parents forever? No, not really. Dober and Ryan kind of fall off when... like, there's gonna be Excel on cards. So, like, for example, for the Derby, like, no one's using Dober Ryan. Sometimes Ryan or, like, Dober gets used if there's no other options. But I wouldn't say, like, those two are, like, direct parents forever. It's kind of hard to bring up because, like, every CM has, like, different things you can go for. We won't get to that point for a while. Yeah, we won't get that for a while. Like, I think you're still technically using them in even Grandmasters. Like, it's probably like UAF where you'll see more of it. I feel like Ryan's already fallen off hard. I think end closers can use Ryan well. Late surgers, it's kind of awkward trying to use Ryan because ideally you should have enough mid race to push up into 5th place. Yeah, it won't be for a while until like both of them fall out of favor. Like, there's a lot of white skills that, you know, give acceleration and everything. So meta slowly shifts into phasing Ryan and Dober out. Like, you'd rather run a non-positional unique. Like, that's the issue with Ryan and Dober, is that they just need positions. It's kind of hard to like they phase out for good Umas. Like, if your Uma isn't good, you kind of need Dober and Ryan. Or Dober or Ryan. Like, if your name is, like, Still in Love, for example, you inherit 6 velocity skills, right? Because your unique is acceleration that cannot be inherited. So, like, so for, like, someone like Still in Love, she is a lot stronger because she doesn't have to rely on any other Excel. Surely Seiyun meta forever. Oh, yeah. No. Seiyun... There's not been a single CM. Well, there has been PvP events where you don't use Seiyun. All the sprints that are on straights. Yeah, Seiyun hasn't been phased out. Redshift hasn't been phased out. The last Derby, people were still running Redshift. Right? Because if you're running an Uma who just doesn't have an acceleration, you have to pick it up somewhere. Redshift is good for the Derby. But I guess only for the Derby. I'm trying to think if Admired Group needs it. I don't think so. But, like, a lot of good Umas will just have acceleration in their kit. Like, that's what phases out Excel parents. It's not that there's a better Excel. Well, Stay Gold came out as well. But, like, a lot of good Evo skills just come with acceleration. Which is just better than relying on an inherit. Though I think Admire Vega, you still wanted Stay Gold's unique. For 2 Excels. But Natural Talent is like an acceleration skill that all late surgers have access to on medium tracks. So if you didn't have good Evos, you're even more dead than before? Yeah, I would say so. If your Evos suck, you are very weak. But if your Evo's made you better, like Teo's Evos, then you can still be ran. But like Gold Ship's Evos were terrible, right? Like Gold Ship gets power crept by Mr. CB because Mr. CB has mid race plus encroaching shadow. But like it was also because Gold Ship has 0 Evos. Right? Like you're not gonna spend 300 SP on a 1.5 recovery or a 1.5 target speed increase. Who else got bad Evos? I think McQueen's Evos were really bad. Not that McQueen was that meta. Actually, McQueen's Evos aren't terrible, but they're not great. Speaking of forever parents, is 564 still popular? Debuffs are popular, yeah. The first CM of... the first CM of Beyond Dreams was literally everyone dying to Murmur because of Zenkai Spirit. Well, they eventually fixed the issue with it. They didn't fix like how much stam it consumed, but there used to be an issue when the 5th anniversary first started, where if you ran out of stam during the new game mechanic, you instantly deaccelerated to 0 or to whatever the minimum is. So like you'll be running at like 30 meters per second, and as soon as you ran out of stam, you'd instantly drop down to 12 meters per second, which was a big bug for like a week when the thing released. When the new mechanic released. But like stam debuffers are once again popular in Beyond because you need more stam for the new mechanic. But yeah, on the Derby and on the Stairs stake, debuffs were banned. So like 564 was unusable. There was one in Hot Springs and one in Designer Island. So like a fourth of the CMs, or half of the CMs, since there's only 2 CMs, were they disabled debuffs, and that's been the trend. So one CM will have debuffs, one CM won't have debuffs. Sounds like CM Uma is a lot less fun in the future because there's fewer property options. If you're all in on like one Uma, it's not that bad. Since there'll always be new players. Did they compensate with carrots when they fixed it? Well, there wasn't a PvP event, so no. I don't think they did like compensation for it. Like most of the things they fixed before the first PvP event, like it wasn't during the PvP event that people were noticing it. It got tested like, you know, when the scenario dropped, and then a week later it got fixed, and then the week after it was the CM. But CMs are always like a month after. The first PvP event will always be like a month after the scenario starts. And I don't think there's been like a CM where there was like a big bug issue that wasn't fixed prior to it. Like even in Grand Live, when the speed cap increase was really bad, like it got fixed within like 4 days, which was like a month before the actual start of the PvP. In Maya Vega is used for the Derby. I would not say pull for her. I'm just saying like there will be other options. Like, but Admire Vega is on the final corner, 0.2 Excel, which like only works on the Derby. I'm pretty sure. Right? This only works on the Derby. I think the Derby's the only one where like there's a final corner within 25 meters. This only works for end closers, but it's 2.4 seconds of Excel. So I feel like the game becomes more homogenized than it already is. Fine. No, not really. I mean, there's always going to be like the strongest option on a track. Like, the game never gets balanced to the point where there will always be like a difference between the two. But like Like, for example, like the most recent derby, I don't know. Like, there's always gonna be the strong. Like, the most recent derby was Almond Eye and Still in Love in top 2. But like, there's a lot of people below that could run the track, I think. Yeah, like Almond Eye is beatable. I don't think there's ever been an issue where like Christmas Ogre, where if a skill procced, they were undefeatable. I mean, Sakura Laurel kind of does it on long. Sakura Laurel is really strong in long tracks when she releases, but like longs aren't that big or that common. And I think Sakura Laurel is more beatable than Christmas Ogre. Because like at least it's not as wheelchair. I don't know. Was there an Uma that dominated Arima similar to the Derby? What was the last Arima, Keenan? I mean, obviously it was last December. Or no, it was last the last one it was It was Ogre, right? The last Arima Keenan I think was Ogre Cap. What was the one before it? In Mecha? Who released in Mecha? I think Admire Vega Christmas was that one. Was for that last Arima Keenan. I might be wrong. I think Enclosed just didn't have... No, they had an Irritation Wit. Can't you out mid-race with SP? What, for Sakura Laurel? What do you mean out mid-race her? All of her skills is mid-race. Like that's... Like, Sakura Laurel was strong on release. I think Evos were out by then, right? Because she had 6-second 0.25 with her stamina recovery. She had 2.4 0.45 target mid race during the mid race, during the mid race, and then she had Excel here, and she can get Lose Yourself because her unique came with a 7.5 recovery. So she would get Lose Yourself, and she would tank the 0.2 from... Actually, no, this skill doesn't even drain 0.2. She just drains the 0.2 from Lose Yourself. Because the pushing forward, which is Dictus Stam's Guts right now it's a 0.4 drain, but it'll eventually become a 0.2. It just gets... It disappears when she evolves it. So, like... Sakura Laurel is really strong just because... Like... If you hit Lose Yourself on her, she still has a 5.5% recovery in her kit. And then she has good growth rates for a long track. So Sakura Laurel is really strong. She has really good mid-race, and she came with a guaranteed stamina recovery. Granted, you had to be 3rd to 7th, but it was basically guaranteed. So Sakura Laurel is really strong. You went 14-6 today with 3 Yuji Umas? That is rough. Does 564 Festival Gold City have any relevance for the upcoming sprint? I'm pretty sure the proc rate of battle formation with 564 is like 10%. I don't think it has any relevance. I don't think 2 Umas, even with battle formation, can make up the like terrible proc rate it is. That battle formation would have to trigger. Nakayama 1200. You have to hit battle formation in... What is it? Probably from, what, 780? 780 until... Let's say 950. No, you probably can't hit it at 950. I think you have to hit it between 780 and 900, right? 780 and 900 for it to have any use. Which is a 120 meter span. Whoops. 120 divided by 600. Like, it's a 20% chance to get any use out of it, and like a 10% chance for it to be ideal. I just don't think those odds are good enough to... Oh, and then, like, it's a 20% chance to have something. I guess actually... I mean, does the wit check even matter? It drops it down to 18.4. So, like, an ideal proc is about 9%. No. Yeah. Let me go back to Sakura Low. No, Sakura Low does not need to buy a gold heal. She has a gold heal in her kit. She has the gold heal in her kit. Assuming you're tanking 2% to lose yourself. Sakura Lure is super strong on longs. Like, she can still be used for long tracks. Actually, I don't know if she could be used for the Stayer's Stake. She might be too weak for the Stayer's Stake. Your S plus gold chip destroyed your Taishin by half a length. Both my losses today were to those S plus Umas. They're scary. S plus Umas scare me more than UG Umas. Because at least if I lose to a UG, like, it's okay. If I lose to a S plus, it's just like, they're out to get me. How is Laurel's alternate outfit? Her alternate outfit is not that great. One of her skills is 80 stam, 80 speed, which is kind of bad. Her second unique is pretty decent. She gets 2.4 target speed during the mid race, and then she gets like a 2.4 target speed during the final straight, and then she has target speed here for long tracks. She lost her recovery skill for 80 stam, 80 speed, which isn't that great. Because you still need to pick up Lose Yourself from Manhattan Cafe Wit, I think, when she comes out. Or when this Laura comes out. So, like, it just wasn't that strong. Like, I think base Laurel was still better. This one's more so built for the Arima Keenan. But, like, losing a skill for 160 stats is not worth it. How's Zephyr? Yamamin Zephyr. She's a Pace Chaser, I think, and medium in Miles? Pace Chaser Miles. I think she has, what, mid-race? Mid-race. And then her unique is really weird. But, I mean, she was okay. I don't think she was that strong. She gets 8 seconds of 0.2 acceleration during the final corner later half. If she is second place, I believe. Otherwise, you get 0.1 acceleration. Wait, like 0.1 acceleration for 5 seconds during the last spurt isn't that great. So she wasn't that strong. What about her alternate outfit? I don't think I've ever seen Valentine's be used. It doesn't sound too bad. 0.35 current speed at the 350 mark. This is on the uphill, right? On like the Tokyo track. And then she gets target speed during the mid race, and what is this? Target speed during the during the mid race. You're leading or less than 10 meters away from first place anywhere. That's for your speed on increase. It doesn't sound that great. I don't think I've seen her too high on like tier lists. What was the last mile? Was it a League of Heroes? Okay. It was during Hot Springs. That was the last mile. I don't remember what was strong then. That was kind of a while ago. Yeah, I mean, she has a decent kit if you like think about from now. But I don't recall what they did during Hot Springs. Hot Springs was last December, right? Let me look at the Umas. Yeah, I think this might be too long ago for me to try to remember. When was this again? 12/21. Yeah, I don't remember who was stronger here. I don't. It's probably like on the same tier as like Helios, honestly. Like, I think she has like the exact same hit as Helios as a pace chaser. The Valentine's one. I think the base version sucks. I would. The Valentine's one doesn't seem too bad. I think Miracle comes out before she does. She has like the same kit as Miracle, and Miracle's not that bad either. Like, I would put Miracle, the Valentine's, and like Helios all in the same tier. But every mile needs to deal with these two. Daichi, Ruby, Ballroom, and Grand Allegria are like the strongest options on miles right now. Otherwise, it's like Still in Love. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for today's stream. Just ended up yapping a lot since the CM was kind of short. But I'd say there's another generalist Uma like Ogre, an Uma that can run every track. Like base Ogre. Or every... not really... I mean, base Ogre has kind of gotten power crept now. Or no, sorry, on the JP server. Like, base Ogre isn't as strong as like being able to run on everything. But yeah, there's not really like one size fits all, like will be always A tier, like Ogre is. I think like once we get to Evo skills, like base Ogre is not going to be strong enough to be on every single CM like she currently is. Alright, yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for round 2. Hopefully it's a little bit more competitive, because today was somehow at CM start was the most jobber lobby I think I've ever seen. Yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Bye bye.